yung motor mo para magasan mo. Yun siya. Right? So, what else?
It's okay. My bad.
So basically, that's another, some more things na ma-share ko.
Kami person na?
Guys,
3%?
ride fast on a racetrack, okay? Don't do it on TCH. Right? Remember, there are other riders just going about their daily
We
lives.
cannot do it in this age because
Any questions, guys? Anything you want to clarify on? Okay, nga pala. Bago ako pumunta dito, may nag-message. He wants me to talk about suspension. Suspension. Okay. Well, suspension is a very intricate and, ang suspension kasi, guys, hindi siya nandyan para maging komportable yung ride mo sa motor. No. Your suspension is there so you can handle weight transfer better. Weight transfer. Transfer sa harap, your forks. Transfer sa likod, yung rear shock mo, and yung left and right, pitch and yaw, right? In racing, suspension is almost everything. If you do not have the right suspension, isang maling pihit sa suspension is like plus 3 seconds sa lap time. Remember, sa karera, minus lap time, hindi plus. Okay, ganun kalaki. Right? Because having the right suspension also talks about having enough grip, having better handling. Yun siya, it's the handling of weight transfer. So, paano nga ba i-set? The idea is, pag matigas yung suspension mo, pag sobrang tinigasan mo, ang feeling nun, madali iliko yung bike. Ang dali niya iliko. Pero pag every time ginagasan mo, nagcha-chop o tumataga yung likod. Nagsaslide. Pag brake mo sa harap, nagsaslide. Bakit? Kasi hindi nagko-compress, hindi umuupo yung suspension mo. Lahat ng force diretso sa gulong or sa wheels. Right? Yun yung problem ng matigas. Pag nilambutan mo naman ng sobra yung suspension mo, mahirap naman siya iliko. Why? Kasi gumagalaw. Right? So, but every time, kahit nihiga mo yung motor at gasan mo siya, hindi magsaslide. Bakit? Uupo muna yung bike bago mapunta yung power sa gulong. Right? So, may nagko-compensate. Right? So, that being said, the ideal setting of your suspension is somewhere in between hard and soft. Depende sa weight ninyo. You have to go to a tuner and set the suspension. Paano Dalhin niyo yung gear ninyo, upuan ninyo yung motor nyo. Ang sag dapat, yung upo dapat ng motor nyo should be around 35 mm to, I might be mistaken, 35 mm to 25 mm yung upo niya pag upo mo sa motor. Yung compression and rebound, compression, gaano kabilis lumulubog, rebound, gaano kabilis bumabalik, sineset, depende sa kung saan ka mag-ride or paano ka mag-ride. There is no one suspension setting. Lagi siya nagbabago. Iba ang setting pag umuulan. Pag umuulan, I recommend mas palambot ng konti. Para kahit mabigla mo yung throttle, upo yung bike. Hindi ka agad sa gulong ang tapo ng power niya. May compensation. Pag may times na kami sa racing, pag may times na say yung rider namin, napapansin namin kulang sa piga, tinitigasan namin yung suspension para kahit konting piga lang, power ka agad. Right? So, it really depends on how you set the suspension, or depends on where you're riding, when you're riding, or who is riding. Right? So, hindi siya para lang maging komportable yung sakay. Iba, lambutan natin! Pinoy pa naman, pare, pagbili ng motor, ang kagad na sinasabi, ang mga pinapalitan ng Pinoy kagad, pipe.
shock.
Shock. Exhaust, mga lever, susunod dyan. Gusto ko ng suspension yung maraming pihitan tsaka yung may lata. Yeah? Yung alloy, yung pihitan. May steering damper. At may steering damper. Alright, so, yun. So, any questions? Guys, any questions? We good?
Tyres out.
Tire pressure. Tire pressure?
Yes.
The types of tires? Okay. Alright, good question. Okay, types of tires. There are different types of tires, but mainly let's just group it, right? There are, let's say, track tires or race tires and street tires, or off-road and off-road tires or dual. No? Basically, the difference of race tires and, say, street tires are one, compound. Compound, yung material na ginamit, they used for the tire. Race tires have softer compound. That means it gets more grip. Your race tires has less notches, yung guhit. No? It has less of those. Race-specific race tires or slicks, goma lahat yun. Right? Walang guhit. Some people go like, sir, there's a problem with your tires, they're gone. Kasi smooth lang. No. Did you know that it's actually that smooth rubber part that grips? It's that smooth rubber part that grips. The lines on your tires are there to displace water. Kaya sila nandyan para pag dumaan yung gulong niya sa water, matanggal yung water. Enter race wet tires. If you see our race wet tires, panay guhit yon. Maraming guhit yon. Sobrang lambot nun. Right? Even in the wet, the rider can lean the bike really low, as in nagni-knee drag talaga, and still fast. Because sa sobrang daming guhit ng tires, every time dadaan siya, tinatanggal niya yung tubig doon sa dadaanan niya. The only reason why your tires kaya ka dumudula sa tubig is because of what we call, aside from madulas, aquaplaning or hydroplane. Meaning, your tires, there's water in between your tires and the road. So ano mangyayari? Abay slide ka. It is the same thing pag nagpatalbog ka ng flat na bato sa tubig. Stone skipping. Right? And that happens. Now, that's the reason why your tires has those lines or those grooves, no? Another thing is the shape of the wheels or the tires. Iba ang korte ng race tires sa road tires. Ang road tires, malapad. You have more traction or contact patch if you are upright. Kung nakatayo yung bike mo, you have more contact patch. But every time your bike leans, habang humihiga yung motor mo, lumiliit yung contact patch mo. A race tires on the other hand, baliktad. Matangkad siya. Right? Even a 200 na size ng race tires, parang manipis tignan because the wall is taller. The tall wall gives the superbike more contact patch when it leans into the corner. Right? So that's the reason why superbikes can actually lean and be fast into the corner. And that's also the reason why we keep telling people, dude, don't try that cornering in the road. Okay? Number one, because of your tires. You have to, because there's pedestrians, it's a road. And three, sometimes the fastest corners that you see on a racetrack, na kung saan nakasayad na yung siko, minsan sayad na yung balikat, is cambered. Camber, meaning, nakaganyan yung kalsada. Or nakaganyan, right? So the road is like this. So if I lean the bike a little, ang tingin sa picture nun, higang-higa yung motor. But the road is like this. Right? It's cambered. So they still have grip even if they lean the bike. Regular roads do not have that much camber. Enough lang, yung tama lang. Pero hindi katulad nung sa racetrack na talaga namang nakahiga na. Okay? Another thing is, as I've said, yung race tires, malambot. Okay? So hindi mo siya pwedeng gamitin. Well, kung mayaman ka naman talaga at kaya mong magpalit ng gulong, gamitin mo yung SC2 sa kalsada. Yeah, some people do that. But the problem of SC2, it has limited notches or grooves. Pag umulan, medyo alalay ka din. Right? That's the reason why they develop like, oh, sorry, I'm speaking Pirelli. Yun yung gulong ko. So, in Pirelli, we have Super Corsa 2 for practice on the track, Super Corsa 1, our race tires, our nationals uses Super Corsa Superbike, yun yung makintab, yung kalbo. Yun yung slick tires. And then for the road, we have Rosso 3, Rosso 2, and Rosso Corsa. No, the difference of those Rosso tires are they're like really road tires, but you can use them on the track. Pero pag mabilis ka na, hindi na pwede yun. Kakalas yun. And the shape is different. Now, of course, in, let's say, dual tires, no? Yung ginagamit ng mga GS or adventure bikes, right? Adventure bikes, some use what we call knobbies, yung may spikes. Okay? Guys, eto na lang ang patingin dyan. Mas magkakadikit yung spikes, the more for hard surface or for road, magkakalayo, soft. Pag magkakalayo yung spikes, soft yun. Hindi soft yung tires, pang soft siya, pang mud, pang kung anong puti. Pero pag magkakadikit, habang nagkakadikit siya, pang hard yun. Ibig sabihin, in motocross, hard pack. Or pwede rin sa road, yung ginagamit ng mga adventure bike. There are some tires na parang ano lang parang nabilog lang, parang yung Scorpion, di ba? Scorpion ng Pirelli. You find this on scramblers, yun ang mga gulong niyan. Yung Scorpion, they're actually, I find it, the materials the same as a road tires. Yung design niya lang, na meron lang sa mga nabi. So, it's still a good tire for the road. The compound is, well, it's not race tires. Siyempre, it's probably medium compound. Ibig sabihin, it's just for road. What else?
Marami kasi nagtatanong, alam ko marami din nag-iisip na ito. Ano daw ba talaga yung tire pressure sa road or sa racetrack? Ano ba talaga ginagamit? Depende ba sa bigat? Pwede mo ba ma-explain ko?
Okay, ganito yun, ano? Okay, tire pressures. Yan marami marami nagtatalo-talo. Okay, tire pressure. Guys, of course, different tires, different tire pressure kasi iba-iba yung material na ginagamit. Meaning the carcass or the body of the tires are different. But to give you an example, on the track, we use softer tire pressure. Softer in such a sense that the front tires is 27 PSI, cold. The rear is 23 PSI, cold. Ibig sabihin, not yet on warmers. But when we put the warmers, we expect our tires to be at least at 31 PSI front, hot. Rear is 25 to 26 PSI, hot for our weather. That's for the track, right? Now, it's normal that you will use up your tires in the track. Talagang mauubos yun. That's the purpose, to get more grip, right? Believe it or not, a pro rider, a fast rider can use up one set of tires in a day. Isang araw, ubos yun. Right? Now, the question is, paano sa kalsada? Okay, on the road, me, personally, I use on my road bikes, at least, my front is around 37 PSI. 37 PSI, cold na. Wala na, hindi man ako nag-warmer para sa kalsada, di ba? And then, probably, if it heats up, I wanna keep it at around, siguro, 38 at the most. 38, no? Yung rear ko is around 35, 34 to 35, something like that. Yun. Right? So, yeah. Okay. It really depends if it's a 21 or a 17. The wideness, the same yun eh. But I presume if it's a 21, it's different. But then again, the idea is, just to give you an idea, if you put in, say, 27 on your tires and you ride, iinit yun eh. Pag umiinit yung tires mo, tumataas yung tire pressure. Okay? Now, your factory, or your manual says that keep your tires at 40, whatever. Right? Ang ginawa lang ng factory, binasa lang nila yung doon sa gulong kung hanggang gaano katigas pwede. But ideally, right, that's the maximum. You don't want to keep it there. You want to keep it in lower where it, na may kapit. Kasi pag sobrang tigas yung gulong ninyo, wala na rin kapit yun. Pero baliktad pagbasa. Baliktad pagbasa. If it's wet, you want to have at least harder tires. Baliktad sa alam natin. People soften their tires pag umuulan. No. If you soften your tires, the grooves on your tires, sasarado. You cannot displace water. So you have to keep your tires at good temperature so that it can displace water. Okay? You good, bro? Alright. Any questions, guys? Alright, so I think that's about it. So guys, if you have any other questions, you can tell me later or message me or what. I'll just answer you na lang. And hopefully, one of these days, we get to train on a track, do a ride someday, soon. And again, I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you po for your patience. Thank you for coming out tonight. And I missed you, Cebu. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you, Coach Joey. Alright,